Hello students, welcome you all once again. So today in this video, I am going to do preparation of ethers using various methods. Okay, so these are a few preparation methods of ethers. Look at the first one. From alkyl halides, which can be called as Williamson's synthesis. Williamson''. Okay. Williamson's synthesis is nothing but preparation of ethers by heating alkyl halides with sodium or potassium alkoxides or phenoxides. Okay. So write down the statement, students. Ethers are obtained by heating alkyl halides with sodium or potassium alkoxides or phenoxides. What is an alkyl halide? Alkyl halide is RX. For example, let me take C2H5I. What is C2H5I? Ethyl iodide. It is an alkyl halide. Okay. So it should be heated with potassium or sodium alkoxide or phenoxide. What is a sodium alkoxide? Plus C2H5ONa. Okay. So this is sodium ethoxide. So C2H5O group is called ethoxy group and hence it is called as sodium ethoxide. So generally it can be called as sodium alkoxide. So if these two are heated, the sodium and I comes out as minus NaI, that is sodium iodide, resulting in the formation of C2H5O C2H5. Write down its name. What is it called as, students? We have learned in the nomenclature and also the introduction. This is called as diethyl ether. Okay. One more example. Taking same ethyl iodide. Okay. Here I am taking sodium phenoxide, NaOC6H5. So this is called as sodium phenoxide. C6H5O is called as phenoxy group. This is sodium. So it is called as sodium phenoxide. When these two are heated, again Na and I comes out as minus NaI, resulting in the formation of C2H5O C6H5. So how to name this ether? So one is ethyl group and the other one is phenyl group. According to the alphabetical order, it is called as ethyl phenyl ether. So what is its other name? We have learned in the introduction video. It has a common name called as phenitol. Okay. So one more example. CH3 C CH3 CH3 O Na plus C2H5Br. So can you name this alkoxide, students? This is sodium. And what is this group called as? How many carbons are there? 4 groups. Okay. So this is called as, if it is written like this, tertiary butyl group. So attached with oxygen, it is called as butoxy. So sodium tertiary butoxide. And this is ethyl bromide. Okay. So when these two are heated, NaBr comes out as minus NaBr resulting in the formation of CH3, CH3, CH3O, C2H5. So how to name this one? This is called as, this is ethyl group, this is tertiary butyl group, and hence it is called as tertiary butyl ethyl ether. Okay. So see, this reaction, a quite interesting point to be noted here. If we just reverse the alkyl groups, okay, that means if we take sodium ethoxide and tertiary butyl bromide, we do not get an ether. Okay, so before forming the ether, what happens? Tertiary butyl bromide converts into an alkene. Okay, again I am repeating, if this reaction is carried out, okay, taking sodium ethoxide and tertiary butyl bromide, we do not get an ether. Before conversion into ether, this tertiary butyl bromide converts into an alkene. The reason here is, so look here, I have written the reaction. This is tertiary butyl chloride, okay, or tertiary alkyl halide plus sodium ethoxide. So when these two are heated, what do you generally think? According to Williamson synthesis, this Cl and Na comes out as NaCl and forms this tertiary butyl group O and ethyl group. That means an ether should be formed over here. Okay, but we are not getting an ether here. Before conversion or before formation of the ether, this converts into an alkene. What is the reason? Look at the structure here. Here there is carbon and Cl bond, C-Cl bond. So comparatively Cl is more electronegative than carbon, and also all these three methyl groups are positively they have positive inductive effect. Okay, so because of the high electronegativity of this chlorine, this attracts the two electrons towards itself and comes out as minus Cl minus. So what happens? A positive charge is formed on carbon. So what do we call that one? Tertiary carbocation, which is highly stable. Okay, so this positive charge is satisfied like this. Look here, this carbon has positive and the adjacent carbons are called as alpha carbons, and the hydrogens present on the carbon are called as alpha hydrogens. Okay, so I have written one hydrogen separately. So this bond will be shifted this side and H comes out as H plus. Okay, so by which here forms a double bond, and this minus H plus and minus Cl minus both come out as HCl. Finally we are getting, look here students, CH3, C, CH3, double bond, CH2. That means an alkene is obtained, which is called as 2-methyl-1-propene. Okay, so in order to prepare tertiary butyl ether, what we should do? Note down this point. We should start with sodium tertiary butoxide and ethyl bromide, but not with tertiary butyl bromide and sodium ethoxide. Okay, so in order to prepare tertiary butyl ethyl ether, just you should follow this reaction, not the reverse. Okay, understood? I think I am clear. So this is all about the first method, that is Williamson's synthesis. Okay, next, second method. Second method, from alkenes. So put the side heading, from alkenes. So how to prepare ethers from alkenes? Write down the statement, students. Ethers are formed by the direct addition of alcohols in the presence of sulfuric acid. Again, ethers are formed by the direct addition of alcohols in the presence of sulfuric acid. To what we should add alcohols? What did I write here? From alkenes. So alcohol should be added to alkenes in the presence of H2SO4. So let me take the example CH3, C double bond CH2, here CH3. So this is called as 2-methyl 1-propene. This is an alkene. Okay. Plus to this we should add an alcohol CH3OH in the presence of sulfuric acid H2SO4. So what do we get? CH3, C, CH3, CH3, O, CH3. Okay. So this is called as tertiary butyl methyl ether. Okay. Tertiary butyl methyl ether. So this is the second method, that is from alkenes. Next, third method, by the dehydration of, write down, by the dehydration of excess of alcohols. By the dehydration of excess of alcohols. So you should mention excess of alcohols. Okay. So first example, C2H5OH plus C2H5OH, taking 2 molecules of ethyl alcohol in the presence of concentrated H2SO4 and heated up to 140 degrees centigrade. What happens? HOH comes out as minus H2O. Okay. So we get C2H5O, C2H5. This is again diethyl ether. Okay. So we have also seen in the introduction, ethers can be called as anhydrides of alcohols. That means removal of water from 2 alcohol molecules. Introduction video, you can find this point. Okay. Next, second interesting example, C2H5OH plus C3H7OH, ethyl alcohol and propyl alcohol. This reaction is carried out in the presence of same concentrated H2SO4 and heated up to 140 degrees centigrade. So one chance is removal of water like this, minus H2O and formation of C2H5O, C3H7. So ethyl group, propyl group. It is called as ethyl propyl ether. And also there are chances for the formation of C2H5O, C2H5, that is diethyl ether, plus C3H7O, C3H7. This is dipropyl ether. So why do you think we can get diethyl ether and also dipropyl ether, students? Because we are doing with excess of alcohols. Okay. So we have taken these 2 molecules, but the dehydration can be from 2 ethyl alcohol molecules, from 2 propyl alcohol molecules, and also 1 ethyl alcohol and 1 propyl alcohol. Okay. So we have the chance of formation of these 3 ethers by taking these 2 alcoholic molecules. Okay. Ethyl propyl ether, diethyl ether and dipropyl ether. Okay. So these are the methods for the formation of ethers. Williamson synthesis from alkenes and also by the dehydration of excess of alcohols. Okay. So watch the complete video and learn all the methods carefully. Thank you.